Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. The next star in our look at movie Tough Guys is the one above all others you wouldn't want to mess with if he was having a bad day. He's the great Jimmy Cagney, who spent the major part of his career in movies as a bad guy or a mobster or a thug, so much so that actually to get away from typecasting, Cagney at one point took a 10-year sabbatical from gats, guns, and gun moles beginning in 1939. But when he lost interest in being a bad boy on screen, movie audiences began losing interest in him. So he eventually went back to the gangster mode in 1949, made a movie so good, it's like it was the movie he'd been training for his entire career. And we have that film for you next. It's White Heat, made when Cagney was 50 years old, following 10 years of good behavior on screen. In those 10 years, Cagney had played pilots, soldiers, a barber. He'd also played George M. Cohan, the Yankee Doodle Dandy, and he'd won an Academy Award for it. But then he slowed down his movie-making activity, spending more and more time back east, away from Hollywood, working on his farm. When he did come back, he reluctantly agreed to play a gangster again in this next movie because the screenplay by Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts had Hit written all over it. It was also to be directed by Raoul Walsh, who'd been the guiding hand on two of Cagney's favorite films, The Roaring Twenties and The Strawberry Blonde. Well, this next Cagney-Walsh collaboration, White Heat, is loosely based on the famous Ma Barker gang, with Cagney at 50, still a mama's boy, to a crusty old nightmare of a mother named Ma Jarrett, her son a homicidal time bomb ready to explode at any moment. Well, here it is from 1949, with a cast that also includes Virginia Mayo, Edmund O'Brien, Steve Cochran, and as Cagney's creepy mother, the same woman who'd played Gary Cooper's very dear sweet mom a few years earlier in Sergeant York. Her name, Margaret Wycherley. Here's White Heat.